don't even know if they've watched it yet, Phyllis. Lily hadn't even watched it when I spoke to her.
Take it from someone who's been there. I get it. It took my kids a long time to trust me after I faked my own death.
How if you're really, 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 really lucky, you find your person. The one. The one.
What the hell are you doing here? You know what? Never mind. I don't care. Just go right back out the way you came. Whatever fresh craziness this is, I don't have time for it.
Oh, Nick.
Hey, my bold and the beautiful fans, welcome back to the channel and Soapies. Y'all, today's episode of the Bold and the Beautiful was one for the books. I mean, we got secrets were flying, babies were claimed, and people were out here wearing masks, literally. You know what? I'm going to give you a few highlights. And I know we was like, what in the Scooby-Doo heck is going on? You know what? First, we had the situation going down with Luna, Katie, and Bill. We also had the thing going on at Il Giardino where Deacon is trying to figure out where the heck is Sheila head at and which grandkid is she talking about. And then finally, Electra gets the confession she never expected. So without any further ado, let's get into this messy September 23rd drama. So we kick things off over at Bill's place where we cut to Luna. Now Luna, of course, is in her full Delulu era because she's there with Bill and Katie talking about her future with Will. Girl is dead serious, telling them that we're going to be together forever. Marriage, family, all that. Meanwhile, Katie and Bill are just sitting there like two parents trying to convince this toddler of a personality in front of them can't marry their son. And Katie straight up warns her, if Will ever realizes how much you enjoy hurting Electra, oh, he's gonna hurt you and hate you too. And Luna's just clutching her invisible wedding ring and saying, he's mine, he loves me. That was just a silly crush on Electra. Like, ma'am, you are pregnant. You should be worried about prenatal vitamins, not fighting over Will like it's a clearance rack bag at Macy's. Meanwhile, across town over at Il Giardino, Sheila's munching away while Deacon tries to check her mood. She tells him, oh, I'm not mad at you, honey. I'm just thinking about my grandkids. Now, of course, he's like, oh, is it about Hayes? And she goes into this fake story about, oh, nobody won't let me see my grandson. I miss both of my grandchildren. He was like, well, they're both in good hands. Hayes is in good hands with his parents. Luna is in good hands being 6 feet under. Now, y'all, when Sheila Carter says that she's thinking about something, that is not comfort, that is a death sentence. And Sheila's reminiscing, talking about Luna like it's her long-lost granddaughter, which it is, even though Deacon thinks that she is long lost and gone. And poor Deacon is just there like, please, can we stop talking about her because she no longer exists, and telling her to get over it. Deacon, I don't think you got the memo that Lunatic Luna is alive and well and kicking and very pregnant. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to later in this week when he finds out, and what is Sheila going to do then. And finally, we have Will and Electra and that confession. So over at the guest house, yeah, Electra sitting up there looking at him like, okay, I need to know what happened. And Will is like, yeah, you need to know what happened. And she's thinking like, maybe he just had too much to drink and embarrassed himself. Baby girl was not ready for the real tea. Will explains that after she left, he passed out, and then somebody wearing her mask from that same party came into his room, and he wished he took a ride share instead of staying there. And if you've been listening to our podcast, we said the same thing. Yeah, Katie should have got her son, took him back to her house or even to his father's house, but no, at Deacon's place. And yep, somebody came in that room with that same mask, and he thought it was her. They hooked up, except it wasn't her. And Electra face, y'all, she looked like she wanted to bleach her own memory. She's like, but that was not me. And honestly, who could blame her? This isn't even soap opera cheating. It is soap opera horror story. And then Electra tried to get some answers, talking about, well, maybe it's Zende. And Will is like, no, it was a woman, and she wanted me to think it was you. Honey, if somebody came in with my mask on, I would be filing charges, not having a sad little cry. And at the same time, it shocked her, because this is where Electra is broken. That confession gutted her, especially even though Will is groveling and apologizing. But baby, and I'm sorry, doesn't erase waking up next to somebody in her mask. The interesting thing about it is that without saying anything, the next night he slept with her. And I think that's where he might have dropped the ball, listening to the bad advice of his mother. And it seems that both Katie and Bill are still wanting to keep this thing under wraps, and how this is not the right thing to do, and not many people need to know Luna's alive in order to contain the situation. Well, I think maybe that part right there, sleeping with her without saying that he was with somebody the night before, it might be, the dart that gets him. So anyway, very interesting. Katie see Luna for what she is, a schemer with a baby-shaped bargaining chip. Bill stuck in the middle, probably wondering why his family always look like a Maury Povich lineup. And of course, Sheila's plotting from the sidelines, probably planning a baby shower or something. So we have to stay tuned. Okay, so there you have it. And what happens next? Will Electra ever forgive Will, or is she planning to pack her bags and maybe go back home? Will Luna's pregnancy be enough to trap Will into a wedding that he doesn't want? And most importantly, what's going to happen to Sheila Carter with her happy little life when Deacon finds out what she's been keeping as a secret? Yeah, drop your comments down below. Are you Team Electra, Team Luna? Personally, I'm Team Electra, because sis does not deserve none of this mess. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, because y'all know I'm going to be back dragging these storylines tomorrow. And until then, we'll see you all soon. Bye, Soapies.